Hey everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. In this video, I'm going to talk about an interesting art supply, the soft pastels. I am not very professional with this medium. I have just tried the soft pastels a few times and I really liked how it blends and the effect it creates. So today I will show you how I complete this illustration using the medium. But before moving to the soft pastels, I am just outlining everything, I mean the face and the hands, with my Micron fine liner. So I recently purchased this Camel soft pastels and it's available in 20 shades. You can see the color options. There are some skin tones also, which is pretty decent, and the colors are quite vibrant. And these are the handmade blenders. You can use the blenders to pick up the colors and also to blend the colors well. And I will be posting the links below. You can check them out. The Camel soft pastels and the blenders, everything is available on Amazon. Or else you can make the blenders at home also. There are lots of tutorials on YouTube how you can make blenders by yourself, and this is a very useful tool to blend soft pastels or charcoals or pencil drawings. You can also use the cotton earbuds, any soft brush or your fingers as well to blend the colors. And here you can see that I am done with the skin tone. I am pretty satisfied with how the skin tone has turned out with the given color options in the box. And finally you can do some more highlighting and sculpting with the pencil colors. So to begin with, I will do the lehenga first, and I will do a gradation look using these three colors, and eventually you will see how I am blending the three colors to give a beautiful look from lightest to the darkest shade. Guys, soft pastels can be little messy to work with as it leaves lots of chalk dust. So what I'm doing is blowing lots of air from my mouth to just blow away the leftover dust on my paper. So here you can see that after putting one layer of the color, I am blending it, and again I am putting the second layer of the color to make it more saturated. Guys, there are separate art sheets which are available for just soft pastel works, but I don't have them with me right now, and that's why I am working on my regular art copy from the Classmate range. And you can also try this method on ivory sheets, but anyway I will be putting the links below of the special copies and sheets only for soft pastel works. You can go and check them out on the Amazon. When you are blending with the blender, don't put too much pressure. It will just remove the soft pastel from the paper. Just apply very less pressure to blend the colors, only where it is necessary, and then you can add some more soft pastel and you can blend, and you can continue this step 2 to 3 times to make the color more saturated. So I have added black at the corners of the fold and added some white at the centers of the fold, and these are also erasable, so you can use your eraser at the points of mistakes. And I'm dusting out the excess chalk powder of the soft pastel at the corners using my tissue paper. So guys, I have followed one more technique here, which is the emboss technique, where we can use our empty pens or empty refills backside of the brush to curve out designs on the sheet, and then we use any medium to make the embroidery highlight more. And I have also explained this technique in my previous video. To understand the emboss technique more clearly, please go and see the previous videos. I have posted all the links in the description box. So guys, here you can see that I have used the blender to blend both the colors really well, and I'm adding some black over the pattern to make the curved out part highlight more, and that's how the minute embroidery detail will be visible to us. So yes, emboss technique is a very good method to bring out the minute detailing on your illustrations. You can use a golden gel pen or some golden highlighter, anything whichever you want, to give this kind of glittery effect over your illustration. So I will move to her dupatta now, and one trick I want to share with you is that when you want a very sheer color of the pastel, use very light pressure. You can see how I am holding the pastel chalk at a high point and putting a very sheer color, and now I am blending it. So guys, if you want a very solid color of the pastel, use maximum pressure with your hand, and if you want a very sheer look, then put very light pressure and then blend it nicely with your blender. And here you can see how I am not using the black color directly, and I am just picking up the color with the blender, and then I am applying the fold on the dupatta. So guys, many of you have recreated my tutorials and I have seen your works on the Instagram, and I'm really thankful to all of you. So I am thinking of doing a special shout out session very soon. So guys, do tag me in your works. For the border work, I will be using two shades of the green. First I will use the lighter shade, and then I will use the darker one to make the embroidery stand out more. While blending on the embroidery part, I mean the emboss technique part, be very careful to use light hands. If you put too much pressure in blending, it will just smudge everything and the emboss technique will not be highlighted. Use your black pencil to give more definition to the embroidery part. I mean, the more darker color you use over the emboss technique, the more highlighted the design will be. So guys, to give the look of the golden border, I'm using two shades. First I gave the yellow ochre, and I'm using the brown only at the corners, and the part where it is curved out more, I'm adding some highlight. So that will also give a look of the shiny part in the golden works. The use of black and white is very important when you want to give the folds in your garment. I mean, when the fold is bent towards a corner or certain angle, there will be lots of shadows, and when it is bulged out, I mean it's curved towards the other side away from your body, when light falls on that part, there will be highlights. I mean, you can use white shade to give the highlighted look. Also guys, when you are using the blenders, make sure they are clean before moving to a new color, and you can use sandpapers to clean your blenders. So I will curve out a design here, and I will use few shades from the box to make a new shade, and I will blend everything nicely. See guys, here I am using a brown pencil to use it over the embroidery part to make the embroidery pattern be visible more. And also, when you are moving your pencil, make sure you are going to one direction and you are not just scribbling randomly. So I will use this poster color directly from the bottle. I mean, I will not use any water, and this is basically a dry brush technique which I am using here to put the color directly over this pattern. Adding some white over this color will give the look of those chunky stones on the lehengas. You can always give some more depth using the black pencil, as I have also mentioned before, and here you can also use your golden pens or any glittery effect, whichever you want. So guys, it's all up to you how you can try out this, and just keep on experimenting. And you can also try out this soft pastels along with other mediums as well, like poster colors or any normal pencil colors or watercolor pencils. So yes, just keep on practicing. Lastly, in this border, I wanted to try the crushed fabric look, something like crushed polyester or a very crumbled golden fabric. So let's see how far can I achieve that look. So I used a base color and I blended it very smoothly. After that, I did the emboss technique and I curved out random pattern, and then I used a darker shade of the black pastel, and I'm using a black pencil now to give it lots of tones. Also guys, you can see how I am adding lots of black at the folds, I mean the corner of the folds. If your fabric is very shiny, it will have lots of black tones to it. So yes, don't forget to add some black. And here I'm using the dry brush technique again, and I'm using a brown poster color to apply at the corners. Also guys, I have added some yellow ochre color over this as well. And finally I will add some white here over this crumbled and crushed look to finish it. So lastly, don't forget to give your folds with your black pencil, and you can use some more highlights at the center of the folds with the white pastel. I am using a glitter pen and the pencil color to do the jewelry real quick, and I will also add little background to this illustration using soft pastels only. So use a nice pastel shade, or you can use this yellow ochre shade to do the background of your illustration, and you can also use this white at the boundary line to make it stand out more. So here I am done with this illustration. I hope you all liked it. Do let me know in the comments below how you liked the technique, and don't forget to share your artworks with me. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe it, and I will see you all soon in the next tutorial. Till then, take care.